If you look at the sound, or listen to the sound of the album, is it, well, that you had in mind when you started Bleached, or did it turn out a bit differently?
I didn't really expect a sound when we first started. Like, I know I just didn't really expect the sound. I just know that I'm really obsessed with, like, my main person that I'm obsessed band is, like, Blondie, so I just kind of wanted to go in that direction. But then also Johnny Thunders and Velvet Underground were really big influences. And so to me, I feel like when I hear our songs, I hear us being, like, pulling those influences into our songs. So I'm really happy about the way it sounds, and I'm happier with these songs, with Ride Your Heart songs, more than the 7-inch songs. Even though I love those songs too, but like these songs came out exactly like how I wanted them to be.
Yeah, for you too.
Well, I was gonna say for the first 7-inch, I think I was really expecting that sound, and then as we kept writing and putting more things out. It started changing what I thought, but I was really into it. Because that's kind of like what I wanted to do in Bleach, was just kind of experiment, try new instruments. So I was happy to see it grow and change a little bit from the first 7-inch that I was expecting. But now it's this new record. It's a sound that I really like.
What is the sound for you?
I'm sorry, what?
What is the sound?
What is the sound?
Yeah, for you.
For this record?
Yeah.
I think it's there's a lot of dreamy parts to it, dreamlike parts, and especially with Jen's lyrics, I feel like that contributes to like the very almost like dreamlike sound. There's sorry, I'm like spacing right now. Can this be edited out? And then there's, I think there's a lot of music that we're influenced by. You can hear in there, like Jen was saying, Johnny Thunders. There's Lap Steel, from Gun Club, especially the record Miami that comes out in that.
But then there's still like a punk side to it, which we grew up on, so.
You were saying that lyrics for you are really important.
Yeah.
Have there been people who listened to the album and that came up to you and said something about the lyrics?
Well, so far, because not that many people have heard it, but with past songs, people have totally talked about lyrics, like Searching Through the Past. People are like always like quoting it to me, and I think it's really cool because I think they probably relate to it, so.
Yeah. And what is the thing that they relate to in that song?
Just like, well, the lyrics are, boy, don't tell me I'm crazy, and I feel like there's so many times where you'll like be in a fight and the other person you're fighting with will tell you how crazy you are, and you're just like, I'm not crazy, and then you like feel insane, and then like months later when you're like looking back on the situation, you realize you both were probably just really crazy. Okay. Or that they were the crazy one. Usually the person pointing the finger is the one with the problem, I've learned.
Who came up with the band name, Bleached?
Oh, I was like on a road trip with my friend, and we were just like, he was trying to help me figure out like a band name, and because I was like, I really want to start a new band, I don't know what to call it, and like, I think because we grew up liking so many punk bands that have such awesome band names, so I was like trying to think like, what's a name that kind of sounds punk, but then also relates to us, and we used to like always bleach our hair and bleach our jean jackets, and then also we just like how like bleached is like forever, like once you bleach something it's forever, and then we also say how like being sisters is forever, so it just all came together, and I was like, yeah, Bleached.
Last question, how come Mika Miko didn't make it like Bleached has done now? You are here in Europe, you're playing here, and you're doing press.
Well, Mika Miko we did tour a lot, we made it to Europe, we went to Japan. I just don't think we probably could have kept playing in Mika Miko and done more things, but it didn't get there because it's just we didn't really want to do that band anymore.
Yeah, because I feel like Mika Miko, we seriously just started out as friends playing punk music, not thinking anything of it. Just like we loved going to shows and we were inspired to start a band, so we started Mika Miko. And then I think it got way more popular than we ever expected. And so because of that, I think we all felt a little bit forced to just keep going with it because we would be invited to go play Japan and Europe and US tours, and we just kept doing it. But I think we all were in that age zone where we were kind of getting out of our like angsty teenage years and kind of becoming young adults. And so I feel like everyone felt torn, like, oh, we love Mika Miko, want to keep doing this band, but we also want to go on, and Michelle is going to school to be a doctor, and like Kate's going to art school, and I started going to fashion school, and I feel like we needed to like go our separate ways eventually. And I feel like if we wanted to keep going with Mika Miko, we could have, but I also feel like it was just so young that I wouldn't want to be doing Mika Miko now anymore anyways, because it was just like young and punk, and that's like what you do when you're young. You play punk music. It's kind of, I feel like it's a little bit cheesy and like maybe almost like immature to be playing punk when you're like older.
And now you're older, what is now your, what can you play now? What sorts of styles?
Wait, can I what?
What sort of styles, music styles can you play now? You were saying punk.
Well, I think like that was just like so straightforward punk, like just so easy, like, you know, verse, chorus, bridge, verse, end song, 2 minutes, you know, or less, and screaming, and not like trying to like use our voices, or like, I mean, I think me and Jenna started trying to do that a little bit with our voices because that's what we wanted to do, but it was hard to do because it was still such a punk band.
And also, because you're asking, like, what style do we play now? And that's our new record, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, what we're doing now and what, yeah.
What you like now?
Yeah. Wait, what?
I mean, you were saying punk is when you were younger, and now you're growing into more now.
Like rock and roll, punk, pop,
Yeah, like, punk
dreamy.
is still there, you know? Like, it's still, like...
Dreamy punk, rock punk.
Yeah.
That's our music.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.